I wanted to start a series where we review and compare products together in these videos so we can find the best setup for the best price. Today we're looking at two awesome microphones. We've got the SONTRONICS SOLO and the SHURE SM58. Now I've used both of these microphones and I'm pretty familiar with them. I've used both of them for busking, gigs, weddings, all sorts of things. I've recorded a little bit with the SHURE SM58, but I haven't actually recorded anything yet, I don't think, with the SONTRONICS SOLO. So today we're going to put both of them to the test. We're going to have a side-by-side comparison. Let's get into it. Now we're going to start off with the SHURE SM58. This is an industry standard microphone. Often when you go to a gig and someone's using a microphone that isn't wireless, it's one of these bad boys. There's other options around, and that's exactly why we're making this video. So for example, the SONTRONICS SOLO is a newer addition to the scene, but also an option. So essentially how we're going to start is I'll do a dry take on each of the microphones. So I'll start with the SM58 and then we'll move on to the Solo. I'm going straight into an M-Audio Fast Track Pro, just into Logic. I'm still learning about production, so we're going to start with just a dry, flat take, no effects, no EQ on each microphone, and then we'll move on to something else. One great thing about these mics is that they take different levels of sound very well, and they're just very versatile, durable, and easy to just plug in and use. Okay, so I've just been listening back to a few takes I just did and I realised that I need to use a pop filter. If you don't know what this is, essentially it's a bit of mesh or fabric that you put in front of the microphone to minimise the harshness of the p sound and I believe also the s, like the P's and the S's basically. It's what it's called, a pop filter. So I'm just adding that on and hopefully this helps. I'll play some of the takes without the pop filter now, because I think some people will be able to learn from that, but hopefully this helps.
Maybe I was lost on purpose. Maybe I was lost on purpose. When it all comes to the surface, maybe I was lost on purpose. Crossing bridges I burnt down. I thought this was the way out. When it all comes to the surface, maybe I was lost on purpose. Crossing bridges I burnt down. I thought this was the way out.
Okay, so from listening back, first of all I want to say I really love both of these mics. What I'm getting from the SONTRONICS SOLO is it sounds a little bit smoother and cleaner throughout, whereas the 58 is sounds great, but it's a little bit harsher. The 58 to me seems a bit harsher in the mid-range, so not the bass or the treble, but right in the middle it seems a little bit harsher and more kind of punchy and kind of cutting through, whereas the SONTRONICS seems to kind of sit nicely and naturally. But you know, it's also a matter of opinion. So anyway, let's try, and I'm going to put a vocal chain on it that I would normally use. And I'm kind of learning about production and how vocal chains work, but I'll put the vocal chain on, and this is something, this is a vocal chain I've been building and working on, and I'm quite proud of it, so we'll put it on and have a listen.
When it all comes to the surface, maybe I was lost on purpose. Crossing bridges I burnt down. I thought this was the way out. When it all comes to the surface, maybe I was lost on purpose. Crossing bridges I burnt down. I thought this was the way out.
Okay guys, so essentially that's it. The SHURE SM58 versus the SONTRONICS SOLO. Two brilliant microphones, and little hint, I'm probably going to be doing, I am going to be doing a video comparing these live or for busking, which if you don't know what that is, it's street performing. A few comments from myself. In terms of recording, I would usually use a condenser microphone for recording. So these microphones are more for sort of a live setting, in my opinion. So in terms of recording, I think they're both good for different things. They both take vocals great, they both take a beating great, they're very durable and rugged, and they also, as I said before, both take different volumes better. Now, in terms of a live setting, the Sontronics Solo comes through louder, from what I can hear in my ears, than the SM58. I like the Sontronics Solo for atmospheric stuff, where I don't have to work my voice as hard. Now, if you're shouting a lot and you like to sing right on the mic and give it some, which I do sometimes, then the Shure SM58 is great. That thing can take a beating vocally, being dropped, being thrown, getting wet. Those things survive. But, achievement unlocked, I actually have managed to break one Shure SM58. And as you can see, the one in this video is pretty beaten up. Overall, these are two great mics, and I think you can't really go wrong. I'll let you decide, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's quite different to what I've done before, but I really enjoyed making it, and it's exciting to try new things. One other thing I wanted to mention, hold on, let me take this off, is I've got some merch. I released my debut single last December now. Wow, that's crazy. It's nearly been a year, but I've still got some merch left. So if you really want to support what I'm doing, it really helps if you could buy a hoodie, if you like them, of course. If you don't like them, then you can just send me money anyway. But yeah, this merch is available. I'll put a link down in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. By the way, if you didn't, go and check out my last video. It's a video of me busking in Tokyo, and it was great.